Hello, toy car collectors. So this is definitely a toy because it says three-year-olds and up, or over 3-year-olds. But it's a licensed Ford product of it looks like a late '60s fastback Mustang. Yeah, it really says so. This box is all crushed. It came in another box, but anyways, this is a French brand, Baghera. It sounds like a Spanish brand, but it's French according to their website, and I would probably explain why the first language is French. Alright, so we have these 3 other colorways as well. There's 4 colorways. You have a holographic sticker for the licensing, and it reaches safety standards for, lead paint or whatever else child toys have to have. So you can go to our website there as well. Alright, let's open this thing up here. So unfortunately you don't know if you're getting a new product or not because the boxes are not taped. And this cardboard is so weak. Look at this. It's so thin. It's not good. It's... Oh boy, look at that. That's horrible. So this brand doesn't know what they're doing. If you're gonna have... You need to have more cardboard than this. Or it needs to be stronger cardboard. This is too weak. So what essentially happened is the roof was vibrating against the box. And that paper, being abrasive, it just basically sandpapered that all off. So that's too bad. The clear coat is all scratched up. Alright, let's see what do we have here. So we literally have some tied off knots. That's kind of neat. These could be paper twine, which is good for the environment. It's just, I wish this cardboard was thicker. Or they maybe use biofoam or something like that. The purpose of packaging is to try to get the product safely to the customer, but clearly it's all scratched up. Alright, yeah, that's too bad. Look, it's all torn, right? So it's just not strong enough. Poor packaging. And they still have this plastic stuff here. Alright, it's a bit dusty as well. I wonder, look at these fingerprints. I wonder if I just did that or if this is a used product. That's another problem again with boxes that aren't taped. So let me get my... Yeah, it's very dusty, but that dust could be the cardboard, since it was torn. That's really unsightly. That's such a big scratch. I don't even consider this new anymore because it's so scratched, right? You would never buy something with a giant scratch like that. Alright, well, looking at the size of this thing, where's my ruler? Overall length of this thing is around, I would say 19 centimeters or 7.5 inches. And then it is designed to be a rolling toy. It's a little noise, but it does roll very smooth. There's possibly a piece of metal in here because it feels quite heavy. In fact, well, this thing weighs 329 grams. So that's pretty heavy. Good enough to be a rolling toy at least. Yeah, alright. But yeah, there's some sort of noise between the axle and the plastic holes it's going through. Okay, so at the bottom of this we have the brand, and this is not paint, it's literally molded into the base. I don't know why most toys don't do this. It's just cheaper, right? So yeah, you even have the address. That's quite interesting. There's a batch number, and then there's some sort of specially melted in number. So 672 is this batch. Designed in France, all the Ford licensing, safety approval. You'll see the exhaust tips are a separate piece of plastic, and they are trapped by a plastic thing going through. But it's not the axle. It's kind of interesting. Or maybe it's actually, maybe this is pressed on top of it, and it's not actually a full tube. The tubes themselves, there's some depth to them. Let me get my little toothpick. So deep enough, I guess. I suppose if you had some black paint it'll look even better, but I'm too lazy. There's 4 Phillips head screws way down in those recesses holding it together. You can see the bumpers are separate chromed plastic pieces. You have this Mustang printing here, and this is, I think, under the clear coat. Yeah, still a contaminant in the clear coat here. But yeah, that graphic is under the clear coat. Little indication of the little side scoop, and sadly again, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a contaminant in the clear coat. I can feel something there. It's not actually a white car. This thing is actually off-white. This scale is white, right? So this is an off-white Mustang, which I don't think makes the greatest sense, but well. There's no interior, just blacked out opaque windows, a little bit of a recess here for the frame of that triangular section. And it's very simplified in its design, and it's kind of why I like these things, actually. The simpler something is, the less is to go wrong. This would have been better, obviously, if the packaging was better. So this side is a mirror image, so there's no indication of a fuel filler, unless maybe that car in the real life had it behind the badge. Okay, let's see here. So speaking of that badge, now this is really nice. I'm gonna zoom in. Yeah, look at that. I mean, it's pixelated. I don't know if that's a sticker or a decal. Well, I'm not gonna pick at it. It might just be a sticker. Yeah, I think maybe. Hard to say. Okay, and then around it we have this black. Is that black paint or a black piece of plastic? I can't tell if the taillights are coming through that plastic or it's painted. Could be, I don't know. I'm not sure. I almost feel like it's a separate piece of plastic, and this chrome taillight is part of this chrome bumper area. Interesting. Alright, so the taillights are not red at all, because they're probably part of this. And alright, well, anyways, license plate area. No license plate itself, though. Would have been cool if they maybe wrote Ford or Baghera there. So the big stripes on top, I can't feel the edges, so I think those are under the clear coat again. Oh boy. Alright, so now we have there's a separate piece inset for the hood scoop. And the blue, well, this stripe could have been better. This side's really well done, right? But you can just see, the white body coming under there. Okay, but at least the stripes are lined up pretty well. At the front end, we have some silver headlights, and then the little Mustang there running, painted silver. Pretty good, pretty neat. Maybe these are the turn signals. They're just chrome, part of the bumper again. These little bumperettes there. And then the treads are kind of funny. It's just two grooves. And they're relatively flat, rubbery tires. Play Forever, they dome theirs, so it's less rolling resistance. But these are quite flat. Interesting. But it's nice that they're staggered. The rear tire is much wider, as you can see, than the front tires. But sidewise, they're the same diameter. And I gotta say, for a toy, it's got really tight clearance on this tire to wheel well area. Yeah, it's actually quite interesting. But yeah, there's some sort of friction. See, that doesn't spin very long. At least, yeah, I think it's literally the chromed wheel there scraping the white body. If you could pry it apart a little bit. You might be able to twist the wheel outwards a little, maybe. And there you go, you have a logical tire with a center rib on the wheel. Okay, so if a tire is messed up, maybe you just flip it around, because there's no printing on the tires themselves. And that's fine by me. And a pretty basic looking wheel. It's a highly chromed plastic. Yeah, alright, so that's it. It's a kid's toy. I gotta say, the rear end looks really nice, though, with all these little details. More details than I expect for a toy for a 3-year-old child. Okay. So the competitor of this is Play Forever. The smallest line of toys by that brand is called Verve, that series. This is called the Velocita, 70s like F1 car. And so it's definitely a very small children's toy. This is definitely bigger. So what is it called? The mini series is their next step up. And now I think the mini series kind of fits in. I mean, this is a old looking. Well, I don't know. It's still smaller. Who are we kidding? This Mustang's just really tall. And then play for the Midi series. This is a Clyde from the Midi series, and now this is just huge. So the Baghera is definitely kind of its own scale. It looks like it's not gonna. The closest thing I would say is probably the Mini series as far as fitting them together. But this is literally more looking like a Mustang, where these are all kind of artistic impressions of what certain cars may have looked like in their time frames, but they're not exact cars. So in the rare chance someone from this company sees this video, you have to change your packaging. You know, if your packaging is destroying the product, that's not good packaging, right? It's literally scratching the paint. So Play Forever is doing a better job with their packaging. I don't think I had any of them scratched when they were opened. I may have had some used ones sold that were scratched, but not a new one. So yeah, just be a mental warning. You might have a scratched model, even though it's brand new. You know, I can't blame the seller of this thing. It's just a problem with the factory. Well, anyways, if you like Mustangs, this is a pretty cool thing to have if you're okay with artistic impressions of them. You know, it's a tuned vehicle, basically, and it's quite huge. But it makes for a good rolling toy if you want to have something to roll around your coffee table or your work desk. Thanks for watching. They do have a Porsche, so I'm going to get that as well. And we'll see you when that thing comes in.